Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cosmic Portal. Now, today I want to start a new feature where I'm going to go do a deep dive on some obscure DC characters. Now, I want to start this new feature with a character that I have found interesting, Christopher Chance, or as you may know him as the Human Target. Now, the first thing I want to say is Christopher Chance wasn't the first person to have the character. He's actually the second character to be called the Human Target. The first character to be called the Human Target was Fred Venable, and he was created by Edmund Hamilton and Sheldon Moldoff in 1953. Christopher himself was not created until 1972 by Len Wein and Carmen Infantino. Now, I want to take a few minutes to discuss Christopher Chance because I love that he assumes the identity of the client who's actually being targeted for assassination. Now, this is a cool part of his character. He picks up on their mannerisms as well as becoming that person. He was actually hired to impersonate Bruce Wayne by Alfred when Deadshot was sent to kill Bruce Wayne. Now, the most recent comic has Christopher assuming the role of Lex Luthor, who has a death threat on his head. And what makes this story so good is that Christopher has only 12 days to find out who wanted Lex killed before he actually dies. Now, what's so good about this story that you have to follow the clues just like Christopher does to figure out who in the DC universe wanted to kill Lex, and they also bring in different heroes to that story, such as Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern, as well as we get Blue Beetle, and they all say that they did not want to kill Lex. Now, if you're not into reading comics, there have been two TV shows on the character as well. The first one was created in 1992 and starred actual Rick Springfield as Christopher Chance. Now, this show had one season with 7 episodes. The second time the show premiered was in 2010, and it starred Mark Valley as Christopher Chance. Now, this show actually had 2 seasons and 25 episodes. The difference with this show is that Christopher did not assume his client's identity. Instead, he was their bodyguard and was always there to foil the persons attempting to kill his client. You can see this show on Tubi as well as the first show you can see on Sling. Now, if you've never heard of Christopher Chance, the Human Target, I would suggest that you give him a shot. He's been around for over 50 years and had some great stories out there. Now, if you want to jump into something new without going back to the past, you can start with the Human Target #1, which was released in 2021 and actually has only 12 episodes. As I said, it's a fantastic story because that's going to be the one about Lex. Now, the next time, Superman will actually be back on the big screen, and I want to give my honest review of that movie after the first weekend. So I'll end this the way I always do. There's a superhero in all of us. You just need the courage to put on the cape. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time.